Moving forward, I also want to introduce a couple of other widgets. The first one is image, because a lot of the time in the app, we want to show a image. For Flutter, there are different ways to do images. And then if we go to the official documentation, and this is one way that I really like because it's really simple. As you can see here, the image has this little line here. This is the best I like. Okay, image.network, and you just provide this whole URL, and that's going to show the image for that URL. So let me just copy the code. I'm going to put it into my app. So I'll put it to the very top. Okay, and don't forget you do a comma because everything here is in a list. So save the code and you will see this image shows up. The reason we show this image because there is a URL specifying the image. So you go to the URL here and you can find that is the image. Let's actually try to change this one into something else. Okay, I'll go with Polypomona and I'll find out our logo here. And I'm going to use this one and copy the image URL, go back to the code, and I'm going to replace this one with that URL, save it. All right, so that's how you can see a different logo. So as long as you know the URL to that image, and that's how you can use the image widget in Flutter. Obviously, you can also do a static local image. That's fine, but I'm not going to show you here. You should be able to figure out how to do it with generative AI. Okay. For images, you can also do some decorations. For example, for this image, I want to say that I just want to be a little bit smaller as a short logo. So what I can do is I will just copy the code here and put it into um, generative AI, how to make the Flutter image um, shorter and probably taking half of the screen. All right, so that's the code. All right, so they start to give us all the different solutions. One of the solutions, they started to tell us to use a size box, and they also use the other one, and then you can start to see they have some formula that will have the screen, and then this is another way. Okay, but I don't want to introduce the size box yet. Okay, I'll come back to this one later, and then including the container. But I want to just say that, what if I don't want to use size the box? I just want to configure something simple, like 200 pixel as the width. All right. I just want to show you the simple way of doing that. And also, we'll come back to the other different approaches later on. Okay. So this one still they use some of the box and the container. Show me something I can configure directly in the image without using containers. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. You can set the width directly because this is really, really easy for you to understand. So for the image, you just set the width to be 200 pixel, and then you do a fit, which controls that you want to keep the ratio, like the height and the width, keep the same ratio. So I'm just going to copy this code. Okay. In the first version, I want to show you all the easiest fundamental way of doing things. Okay, if I do this, save it, as you can see, this image got to 200 pixels. If you want a little bit bigger, 250, save, that's go bigger. Okay, that's how you can adjust the width. But once again, this time I don't have to go to the official document to look at the how do we configure this. I just use generative AI to give us the right way to do the work. Okay, so that's image.